Hey yo, guys. So it's been a long time since I've done one of these, but truthfully, I haven't been watching much of the realm of professional wrestling, but I watched my first actual full show of something involving wrestling. Now, for those of you who don't know, I've basically given up watching most of the mainstream wrestling. Haven't watched as much Ring of Honor or independent stuff as I would have liked to, but truthfully, being a college guy, I haven't had the time or the mentality to sit there and watch it. I mean, I will PVR or the Ring of Honor and HDNet show, which is still the best wrestling show on TV. But anyways, so I haven't watched any WWE since basically WrestleMania. I gave up on TNA back in February officially. I was like, this company is too retarded to even venture in. I'm trying to, save the brain cells as I go through college. What else was I going to say? And after just looking at their Bound for Glory lineup with a street fight bat on a pole match, could this be more Russo-rific? Basically, I haven't missed a thing about TNA at all. So I venture on to watching NXT. Now, I did watch most of the first season. It really wasn't on a good time slot here in Canada in terms of TV. It was on global at this point at like 3 a.m. and your PVR would sometimes fuck up and not miss it. So I didn't get to watch as much of it as I should have. I completely missed season 2 because either I was away in actually Europe or something. But you know what? Season 2, I heard there was actually a lot of star potential, whether it would be Caval, who I was very happy to hear he won, Michael McGillicuddy, Kurt Henning's kid, Joe Henning, Husky Harris, I heard actually was a breakthrough star, and Alex Riley. So there's like 4 potential stars on the show. And the first season had your Barretts and your obviously Bryan Danielsons, but this season of NXT may be officially the worst show you're ever going to see that this company has ever made an endeavor in venturing in. I knew they were going to be taking a risk for sure when they had the girls do it, and plus the fact that it's on Sci-Fi in the U.S. and that contract's about to, I believe, or is it on that contract's about to expire for the Tuesday slot. So we'll see what things go with this. But I had to venture because on Twitter yesterday I saw some stuff from Dave Lagana saying basically this was just bad, and I was like, I'm a fan of bad wrestling for the comedic value, and definitely had to make the venture in watching this one, and my lord, is this show going to be fucking awesome for that department. Oh, some bevies of stuff on this show. So basically, the things I noticed on this show, or about this show, I noticed they made Vicky Guerrero dye her hair to black, which makes her, even more of a heel, the jet black hair and stuff. Even though if you're a heel, you're technically supposed to go blonde because people will hate you more. But the black works with her, and she keeps the black stuff. And I'm still amazed to this day that it's been, 2 years with the excuse me thing? Still so much heat with that. Especially in today's modern world of wrestling. I'm still impressed with that. The only thing, what else did I notice? This Naomi girl's the only girl with talent. Every girl is either just the same, way too much energy, like that you just get to fuck off my screen, or is just too green to cut a promo, for Christ's sake. So basically the whole thing going into this show was that there was going to be this 6'9" girl on the show as Aloisa. So they fired her or they didn't fire her, they didn't bring her up because one, she was too green, and then these scandalous photos came out. When then you look at them, they're like, what the hell? That's not even scandalous at all compared to what Candice Michelle and Mickie James did, legitimate pornography. So you're like, well, that's kind of a bummer in watching the show. So basically, they come out, they introduce themselves, and wow, was this just awful. So basically, Cole's doing the same thing of where, oh, can I just talk about Michael Cole for a second? Oh, Michael Cole on this show. Michael Cole is a terrible announcer, okay? But I understand he may be a heel or trying to do the heelish thing with him. But I swear to God, when he sits on that announce desk on Tuesday nights for the show, his head gets bigger than Tito Ortiz, and he just thinks he's the greatest man in the world, and he could go out there and bury people and stuff like that. It's like, Michael Cole, you have no respect in this industry. No one likes you. You're the worst announcer ever. where do you get off to go off on these people? Like, you realize that you may still be green and you've been in this company for over 10 years as an announcer. Like, think about that, Michael Cole. Okay, so let's get to the point. Let's run down the show here. So they started off. Matt Stryker came out, introduced himself, and said, these are the rookies, and here's our pros, and here's the rookies. So we had AJ Lee come out, and she was apparently the favorite. Whatever. Vicky Guerrero came out and said that Caitlyn was hers. And Caitlyn, by the way, sucks, and she's only had 2 months experience. Wow, way to do the job there at WWE. So basically, they all cut out and cut promos, and you swear to God, no one showed themselves from being a part other than this Naomi girl. She actually had some potential in terms of a promo and intriguingness. I mean, I don't want to seem like a racist here, but the fact that she's an African American is kind of also a big selling point. The only other girl that intrigued me was Alicia Fox's. I thought, she's actually going to be the heel on this edition of NXT, and plus she had some great chemistry with Alicia Fox. So there are 2 girls on the show you look forward to. Everyone else just cut the most blandest promo I have ever heard in my life. It was like, these are my goals. I am going to go and compete in them. Let's vote for me. Anyways, that was that. So then they're like, okay, we're going to have a commercial. And we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have a dance contest. Now, for those of you, I know people hate the dance contest with these girls. And I can see where you're coming from. But for me, personally, I would much rather have them go out there every week and dance, because a lot of these girls actually have legitimate dance backgrounds, and they're not going to look like complete fools up in there. So why don't we have them just dance? Because that Naomi girl can dance. So basically the thing that made it different was, and Naomi girl can dance, she's maybe the only one that actually really danced, which, for knowing WWE, they didn't get that many dancers. So Naomi came out, and they made this thing where the divas had to dance with WWE announcers / ring announcers. So Naomi and I can't remember the other name of the girl. Is it really that important that I don't remember anyone's name other than Naomi, because she's the only one that looks like she's going to be a star. So they came out and danced with Mike Cole. Mike Cole basically has proven the point where WWE is treating him like a complete geek of himself, where he had leg warmers on and a hat that I swear to God belonged on the 1990 Oktoberfest edition of Saturday Night's Main Event, and danced, and like, wow, did he look terrible. And then I think it was Jamie is this girl. She came out and danced with Michael Cole, and I swear to God, Michael Cole had better moves than this woman. This Jamie girl is terrible, okay? She maybe have, some guns and stuff like that, but just because you have arms, especially in the realm of professional wrestling, doesn't mean you have anything, especially when you're a girl. Like, remember that bitch named China? Like, atrocious matches. And then Michael Cole outdanced you, for Christ's sake. Michael freaking Cole outdanced you. It was a sight to see, everybody. And then they all danced. Then the next 2 danced with Chimmel, who I think is a great man, because, man, did he sure cut the rug up. And I'm legit, seriously, he was a pretty great dancer. Then Josh Matthews came in, and he came in the ring like a star, just showing that he's like, hey, I still can wrestle, or want to wrestle, and slid under the ring and danced and slow danced with the Lithuanian girl. And can I just say, like, this year of pros, what the fuck is the choices? Only one person really has the right to be a pro, and that's Goldust, a.k.a. Dustin Runnels. Like, he can actually give these girls direction. Primo, maybe, but the Bellas, like Kelly, their direction's like, man, if you put the cock over the mouth, man, you're going somewhere in this company. Like that, I swear to God. And one of their girls in their promo was like, my favorite position's top or something. And I'm like, are you just basically saying that you're gonna go far here by having sex with people? You're basically saying that. So the dance contest, whatever, the right girl won because, she's she's got some charisma and she actually could dance, and the people are getting into this girl. So then we had a match, and I swear to Christ, this was what I was afraid of. This is going to be the scariest time I've ever watched matches. We know when the actual divas under contract are having matches, it's scary for everyone involved. So I was even doubly scared because these girls have less time in the ring. So when Kelly and Alicia Fox are in there, and Alicia Fox actually isn't bad for a WWE diva, but I was like, wow, these two, this is the first time in their lives they're not the worst in the ring. So basically, Alicia Fox is rookie, I cannot remember her name, but like I said, who gives a fuck? Came out there, and her big moves in this match were the titty fuck of death, where she would just smother your face in the titties. Now, if it was a mixed match, wouldn't be a big deal, because I'm pretty sure the guy would love that. But this is a girls' match, and I'm pretty sure she didn't, and, like, that was her move. Her moves were basically ram you in the buckle, and just shoulder press, shoulder block, titty fuck, shoulder block, and then just whip you out there. And Naomi, for after looking like a star and stuff, her ring attire looked like she was about to just do some capri dances at the club or something like that, at the gym. Lance Storm at home must, if he sees the same show, he must be writing, like, a mean blog on this show. She came out there and fucking, like, these rookies' attire was, like, the most disrespectful thing you've ever seen in the business. Like, Alicia Fox's rookie's in a goddamn dress, for Christ's sake. And this ain't one of them U.S. Open women tennis dresses. This is, like, a $900 gown. And then you got this girl, Naomi, in, like, gym pants and gym shoes. Tennis shoes. Just awful. Awful. So disrespectful. And then the only thing you need to know about this match is, okay, the heels are getting the heat on Naomi, whatever, and then she gets the small package victory, which I expected to have happen on this show. They're going to have the fluke victory, which in reality gets no one over. At least, especially in the first episode. It's really hard to get over in this day and age, unless it's a super heel that you're getting over, like, tons of credibility and can lose a billion times, like a Chris Jericho, that you'll work. But anyways, my point. So she gets the small package. But first of all, my problem here, there's like 5 problems, but problem 1. She gets the small package way too close to the heel's corner. So Alicia Fox looks like a complete moron for trying to go in there and, like, break it up, and she didn't. But she did. So that's why the ref counted, like, 2. But the bell rang. So she's celebrating. And then they think the match is going on, and I swear to God, the last time I think I saw this was back at, like, a Madison Square Garden house show with a match in 1991 between Paul Roma and Shane Douglas, and the same thing happened. The ref counted 3 when he shouldn't, but instead of just being like, oh, the match is over, whatever, we're going to go to the spot we booked. And they did this, and I don't understand why. And then Michael Cole and Josh Matthews like, is the match over here? I thought the match was over. I thought it was over too. I was over here, laughing my ass off at how hilarious this was. Because they just go to the spot, and then not even after that, after they redo this spot of, like, the face winning, the heel pops right up like nothing happened. Like, you're supposed to sell this whole thing. It's just going to be a long season of stuff like that. Like, John Laurinaitis or whoever agents that are working on this show, like, can you just break down the basics as fast as you can about professional wrestling for these girls? Because it's going to be a long time before they understand what goes on here. And then we had some capture the flag challenge, and of course Naomi won because, you know, she's the only one that obviously showed up in shape and trained and ready to go. So she won that. And then we had another match, and wow, did that one suck. Basically, it was one, I don't even remember the move, but it was like, wow, can't believe we're getting finishes like that. I don't even think Goldust and Primo got in there. And then, basically, Vicky Guerrero comes out and is like, I want my rookie to cut her promo again, and I'm like, please God, no. Her promo was more green than her. Probably her in-ring skills, so please God, no. And then, basically, Primo's rookie, who I first of all thought Primo was a heel, is apparently a babyface. Like, can we be consistent here? I mean, people will cut the fuck out of TNA like me, but, like, WWE's just as bad right now with that situation. So, holy fuck. And then she's just like, Vicky, why don't you go? And then this bitch just went after her, Primo's rookie, and then they pushed Vicky's rookie into Vicky, and that was how NXT went off the air. So overall, what are we going to learn about this season of NXT? I think the Wrestling Observer newsletter may have a record of negative star matches just on one show. Like, 5 weeks of this, you're going to have maybe like 2 negative 5-star matches or 2 negative 3-star matches every week on the show. 2 people really got over. I have to say that. 2 people really got over. And one got really over, and then one can get over, and that would be Alicia Fox's rookie. But other than that, wow. And Michael Cole, just shut up. Stop. You're not that great. You may think you are. And you're only really great when you got that. It really only worked one time with Daniel Bryan. You can't do the same thing. It didn't really work like from what I saw of season 2 with Caval. And it can't really work this year. And they're trying to be like mean to this Jamie girl as being a ring announcer. I mean, he made a funny about that, but like, I mean, she may have been the ring announcer, but like, come on, son. You can't do that. Anyways, that's really all I got to say about this episode of NXT. Wow, I'm definitely going to tune in every week. I may have to review every one of these shows because something is just going to crack me up beyond belief. So anyways, that's really it for me. I'm out. Peace.